What's up, y'all? Welcome to Counterpoint. I've had a couple of female friends who went through a divorce or a breakup with a man and they had children together. And one of the statements that was made by the man during the breakup was that you'll never find another man, nobody is going to want you because you are a single mother. Pretty much that was what was said. Nobody's going to want you because you are a single mother. And I've had two or three female friends share this information with me and ask me why would a man say that? And so I wanted to kind of address that on this video. The, Let me say it like this. Men who talk like that tend to be very emotional. And when you're in a relationship, that's already an emotional time for everybody. Everybody handles their emotions differently. So for a man to say to a woman who has had his children, has carried their children, his seed in her, she carried it, grew 9 months, had a baby. For a man to say that is a very emotional man. And there's two reasons that I think that those type of men do it. Number one is projection. Most of the time, and I know nobody is perfect, but most of the time in the scenarios that I have seen, when the women have said that, from my point of view, without having dated them or lived with them or none of that, but from my point of view, when I just see them as a human being, as a woman, I see them as being solid, legit women. Good head on their shoulders, so on and so forth. Take care of their kids, look nice, work hard, present themselves well, articulate, smart, educated, all of the things that most men would want. Or just what it takes to be a good human being. In almost every scenario of the two or three that I know of directly, the women seem to be solid women. So when a man says nobody else is going to want you, there's a projection there because this is my opinion, my channel, my opinion. In my opinion, what he's really saying is, I don't believe that I'm going to find another woman on your caliber. I don't believe I am. And I know that single women have a higher degree of difficulty finding a good man. So I'm going to say to you, you're never going to find another man that will take care of you because nobody wants a single mother. But what he really saying is, I don't believe that I'm going to find another woman on your couch. Because here's the deal. And let me say this first. Another thing that I have discovered in every situation, when a man says that, you best believe he's going to do very little to help you take care of those kids. That's why he can say almost with a surety, you're going to struggle trying to find a good relationship because he already know I'm going to do very little as the father of those children, as the one that helped you produce these kids. I'm not going to be involved in their life. I'm not going to be engaged too much in what they got going on. I'm not going to send you too much in terms of finances. I'm not going to be around to make a difference in your life. I can go live my life. But if you try to get out here and date, you always going to have a babysitter. You always going to have to work, come home, take. You're gonna be too tired, too wore out. They know that. Men that talk like that, these emotional type men who want to use words to tear down a woman, because that's really what it's all about. I want to tear you down and rip into your self-confidence about yourself. Men that talk like that, in every situation that I know, they don't even pay child support. In every situation that I know, they don't even call their children on their birthdays. In every situation that I know, not that you have to celebrate Christmas, not like that, but there's what people that do and did when they were together. The kids didn't get no Christmas gift from the father. The mom had to make it happen on her own. That's the type of men that talk like that. And the second reason that I think men talk like that is control. If I can tear you down enough in your psyche, then either you'll stay and won't leave, or if you leave, you're gonna leave feeling lower than what you should, because I just told you that nobody's gonna want a single mother. Well, we know that's not true because men date single mothers every day. Most women over a certain age have kids. Most women in this age bracket, most women 35, 40, 45 years old have children. So to say that a man's not going to want to date you don't make no sense when most of the people that's in the dating market has kids. It's using it as a form of control. Let me tear you down. Let me say something that may convince you that, hey, if what he's saying is true, then I'm better off staying with him than not being with him, and put myself in a position where nobody else is going to want me. Projection and control. And in my opinion, these are sorry men. Any man that uses words to try to tear down a woman that has had his children, you're telling her that the reason she's going to be unsuccessful in the dating scene is because of humans that you helped create. You're telling her that her value has come down because of what you helped produce, and you know you're not going to do anything to help take the load off of her. So of course she's going to struggle, because it's not so much that men don't want to date a single mom. They don't want to date a single mom that looks like she's going to be a burden. You know, can't take you out on a date because you always got the kids. You ain't never got no free time to yourself. Even when you sitting at dinner, you got to look at your phone. You got to keep checking the text messages because you not, it might be a new babysitter. The kids are not with someone that you may not trust fully. Your mind is always on the kids because you know you ain't really got no help from the father and no assistance. So the whole load is on that woman. Those are the kind that men will say, you know what? You look good, you fine, you sexy, you this, you that. But I believe I'll go. I'm gonna try my options somewhere else. She ain't getting no help from the father. So women, when you have men that talk to you like this, these are men that want to control you, and these are men that want to project. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These are emotional men that's speaking out to try to tear you down, so that in the event that you still leave, you have a hole in your self-confidence and feel like nobody else is going to want you.